In anticipation for the much-awaited border reopening, we asked ISEAS-Yusof Institute Dr. Jayant Menon on whether or not this is the beginning of the end to the pandemic.
There are clear signs that we are moving towards that final ending, if you like. But we never know. But so far, we know this is a highly transmissible variant, Omicron, and there's quite clear evidence now that it's not as dangerous as previous variants. So it's becoming more and more like other viruses that we've had to live with. And so it does look like we are getting to the point where we shouldn't have these extraordinary measures in place to try and limit the transmission, which is having huge costs, not just to the economy, but also to health indirectly, because our hospital system is now completely sort of crowded with COVID cases when they don't need to be.
Malaysians should not fear a rise in cases once border reopens, said Jayant, as most COVID cases are transmitted locally.
When you open borders, you will not see a big rise in cases. Cases are being transmitted locally because this is so transmissible. Before Delta, the number of imported cases were a multiple of locally transmitted cases, 3 to 5 times, or 3 to 500%, right? Now it's about 3 to 5%. It's a small fraction. So it's not about borders, it's about domestic movement. We have to get used to the idea that crossing the road to enter your neighbor's house is no more risky or no less risky than crossing international borders. In fact, when you cross international borders, you get tested before and after, and so on. So it's probably less risky. I think you can retain some protocols to try and increase safety, like testing, but I think quarantine has already seen its day. The value from quarantine for health benefits is very low now because this is just too transmissible. If you don't quarantine people for going out of their house, you shouldn't quarantine people for entering the country.